Hello, this is Amir from lowcarbmaster.com. Today we're going to be making pecan butter salmon. Simple recipe, as always, like the rest of my recipes. Alongside with it, we're going to have deep fried portobello mushroom with some Asiago cheese on the top. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm already starting to fry the portobello with beef tallow, which is going to come out just great. So our first step is to put the portobello mushrooms and deep fry them. About 2 cups of beef tallow, or maybe a little bit more if necessary. I have 2 big portobellos here for 2 people. Leave them in here while you're doing this because they will take a while. They still have to drain from the water that's in them. For the salmon, all we need are some pecans and a stick of butter. That's it. Let's get started. I got the butter melted and the pecans are crushed. Now the pecans that I got were already crushed by the packaging. If they're not crushed, you can do so yourself with a mortar and pestle or a food processor. You don't want them too fine. This is about perfect. So our next step, we grab our salmon. Ooh, that's a nice piece. We dip it in the butter. Oops, a little messy there. Make sure we get it nice and soaked in that butter. We want it to absorb all the butter. Well, not all of it, a lot of it at least. Next thing, preheat the oven to around 350. The salmon here. Just pour the pecans in there. Now we're going to roll the salmon around with the pecans. Once you have all the pecans on top of it, get them nice and tightly packed together. We'll stick it in the oven. Now that our salmon is neatly packed with the pecans, we can take the rest of the remaining of the butter and put it evenly on top. Be careful not to ruin the beautifully packed pecans. There we go. Once you got that in the oven, put it right in there. Now, leave it in, check on it every now and then until it starts to flake apart. That's when you know the fish is done. You can either cut it down the middle and see the sides, make sure it's not pink. If it's flaking, then you know it's done. Shouldn't be more than 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. You can just keep checking up on it. And that's it. We'll just leave the mushrooms on here for a little more. And smelling good. I love the smell of the beef tallow. For a little bit more until all the water is drained and they get nice and small. We're good to go. It's about time to take out our portabella. Nice and easy for the beef tallow. Here's the first one. Oh, it looks lovely. Right here. Here's the second one. A lot of beef fat there. If you love beef fat, that's not a big deal. Inside here. Perfect. Let's turn off the flame. Immediately, we're going to put on the Asiago so it can melt on it directly. After we do this, we still have to wait for our salmon to finish. So after we do this, we'll put them into the microwave. We won't microwave them, we'll just put them there just to keep them insulated. So the cheese can stay hot and melted. Same with the mushrooms. Be generous with the cheese because it will melt on and it will be lovely. You can choose any cheese you want. I chose Asiago, personal preference. Feel free, as you see I do. I'm going to put some of the tallow on the cheese slightly. This is sort of to help it absorb and melt down. Your mushrooms, very nice. We'll put those in the microwave. Leave them in there, let them be insulated, and we'll wait for our salmon to finish. So we're back, and the salmon is now finished. As you can see over here, it's nice and very nice and yummy. The butter you saw remaining down there, we're going to end up putting it on top of it after we put it on our serving dish. So you have Portabella now. These are lovely. I put some salt and pepper on them before I threw them in the microwave to let them sit, just to make things a little bit more interesting. So what we can do is cut this in half. Put them on either side of the portabella. The remainder of the stuff you see here, we'll put on top of it as well. Put it in the middle, no big deal. We'll grab the rest of the butter. Fish. Some on top of the mushrooms. Just lather everything in all that butter and fat. So there you go. Pecan butter salmon with nice portobello and Asiago cheese on top. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and stay tuned for more simple, amazing recipes from lowcarbmaster.com.